Alright, I tried like 10 times to record this with a script, but it turns out I can't read off a script, so I'm just gonna wing it. In this video, I am doing a voiceover because otherwise my videos are just really boring and I don't think anyone's gonna watch them. Right now, I'm working on, I was working on, this was all recorded over on my Twitch channel. I live stream on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It can vary from like 30 minutes if I feel kind of tired and there's no one watching, to like, I think this one went on for like 2 hours, so that was pretty good. I got a little work done, which is always good. What I'm working on is a surprise me commission for a true Tishu of her character Inez. I do these, they're called surprise me commissions over on my VGen for $20 USD. The way that it works is I will do the sketch in one sitting and give the client a chance for quick revisions. Otherwise, at the end of that one sitting, that is what you get. They're pretty fun. I enjoy having a commission type that I can just, wing, do my own thing, experiment on. I'll probably try and cut out all the ums I do in this. That might be my little editing practice. So, as you can probably tell, there wasn't that much in the way of construction lines when I started sketching. I prefer to focus on the end shape designs and the silhouette of the character these days. It kind of varies. Sometimes I want to do more in terms of having a realistic sketch. That's when I'm working on something that will need me to be really exact with paint or with rendering. But for the most part, I like to keep my sketches simple, so then I have a better groundwork for my paintings in the end. But here, the end goal was just to have a sketch and some fairly neat line work that looks good on its own. So now the line art is well underway. I'm using a sketching pencil that is basically just like a messy blob with a scatter effect on it, just like a tiny little bit, and lots of opacity control. I do think I have a similar brush available on my Ko-fi if you dig around a bit. I try not to think too much when I'm doing line art like this, simply because if I do, it'll never get done. I know a lot of people tend to erase or not erase, but undo and redo and undo and redo and undo and redo their line art forever and ever. And I do think that that is a valid way to do line art. However, there comes a point where, as a painter, I would rather spend my time painting than doing line art for 20 hours. And of course, this is just supposed to be a quick sketch commission. So we're approaching the end of this video now. I didn't really know what to say, but I wanted to give this a shot anyway, because I have always wanted to make YouTube videos, and the only thing that I think I'm really good at is art. That's the only thing that I think I could make YouTube videos about. If this is the first time you're seeing my art, there is a few disclaimers I guess I should make. That I do tend to make the spicy variety of art, which I will probably keep off YouTube because YouTube doesn't want that anyways. But aside from that, I like to think I'm a pretty chill person. I sound very bored and very grumpy, but I swear that's not at all what I'm like. It's just the way my voice is when I'm nervous. I like to draw a little bit of everything though. At the moment, I really want to get better at doing more ornamental art. I would like to be able to paint pretty scrolls and things like that. So I'm practicing that where I can, but it does feel like I'm learning it from the ground up. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you'll see more of the variety of stuff I make, so you can get an idea of whether you would like to follow me. I think if you've seen my shorts, you should have somewhat of an idea of the kind of art that I make. It's very weird. It's very off the cuff. I don't do much planning. I just kind of make whatever I feel like making. Art isn't something I aspire to do in a professional way anymore. It would be lovely if I could, but I just don't think there's the audience for that at this point in time. The world is a bit of a scary place for trans and queer people and people who don't conform, so it doesn't feel as though at any point in the future I would have a career in art. So I just take it easy and make what I want to make without a lot of stress. If that sounds appealing at all to you, then please consider subscribing to me and following me over on Blue Sky and checking out the rest of my art and checking out my awesome website. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching.